Alright, I'm gonna show you every single one of the drawings I have done on soccer badges. There might be one or a few missing from like, oh, you didn't do this and you didn't do that one. I'm sorry, but I made this list back in like 2021, I think it was. It was either 2021 or 2020. It's probably 2020 because that's the, again, close COVID years. Yeah, it was 2020. Because I started doing this when I was in the middle of the Dressrosa arc in One Piece, and then I went off of there. Um, I'm gonna show you everything. Like some of these I've been trying to post as much as I can on my Twitter and on my Insta, and it's not to like get views or anything. I just want them to be out there, so anyone who's a big fan of these clubs, they can see for themselves whether they like them or not. I'm gonna make sure real quick that my voice is recording. It is. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm gonna click as a slideshow, and I'll just try and name the teams one by one as they come out because, yeah. So we have Mohun Bagan. The first news I was Leeds. Mohun Bagan, Eris from Greece. Real Sociedad. Actually, I'll try and give like a little bit of like a detailed analysis on each of these. So this one was the first one I did. I remember like I made it so big, and you can kind of like see little smudges where like the yellow didn't go all the way through. Regardless, though, like for being the first drawing, for being like the catalyst, the one to start this whole journey is crazy. Maybe I'm not going through every single one of them in detail, but like the ones I want to give detail, and I just want to mention like I'm really proud of how the Sidro came up here. Like, yeah, like you understand when you're free drawing shit. Like when I made it this big, it's obvious it made this part easier. But in the future ones that you're gonna see, like down the line, when I made the badges like more relatively scalable size, because otherwise I'm gonna run out of Sharpie, bro. And yeah, most of the all not most of these, all of these have been done with Sharpie. So be like keep that in mind. Mohun Bagan, yeah, nothing too special. A bit of a boring badge if you ask me. Now this, I remember because this is before I made a list or anything. I was just drawing random badges, and I saw this, and I said I should try and draw that. And do you have any idea how many fucking trees died in vain with all the paper I threw away trying to draw this shit? I mean, like everything else, all this simple, very simple. But you get to the motherfucker here, right? Like the podium part, easy, nothing too difficult. You really just have to make a line here and there, and I give it a little bit back and bottom. So it's not that difficult. The son of a bitch, even up here wasn't too hard. Like once I got like the shape of the face right, it was good to go. All of this, his robe along with the shield and the fucking baby, like I can't even tell that's the baby's head. And there's the sword that he's trying to unsheath. Oh yeah, this shit was a bitch to make. I'm proud how it came out though. It is one of my biggest like artistic accomplishments to date. Real Sociedad, I'm not proud how the ball came out, like this brownish color. I'm not gonna lie to you, but everything else looks really good. The brownish color just doesn't look good to me. But I was at the time I didn't have like other colored sharpies, so brown was the best one I got. And yeah, it came out like that. Fiorentina, I gotta update the Fiorentina badge. Like again, I made this a few years ago before they updated their badge. They did their whole revamp thing. But overall, it was pretty good. Like, yeah, no complaints. Like at Gdansk, again, nothing too special about this badge. It's just literally a fucking flag. Al Duhail. Now this one, I wish I could have done better with the gray. I wish I had a better, like, more lighter gray. This is like more dark gray esque. You know what I mean? Like this is the team that Coutinho went to go play for a little bit when we were trying to kick him out of Barca. But you can see like the camel, the guy on top of it with the gun. Pretty sick. In 2009. I am older than this football club. Golly. Okay, Pachos, Esforzo, Evitoria. Yeah, just plain. Again, I didn't like how the green came out. It should have been this color of green, by the way. It was supposed to be more lighter green, so my bad. Esicon, I made this one bigger on purpose just because like, I wasn't gonna waste too much like Sharpie anyway. Like the red is cool. You have the two like towers in the background that represent Cologne, and obviously the sheep. Arcelans. I think this was the last time I did a picture that's super big. And again, I think it was at this point like I kind of told myself I'm gonna try it again. I didn't need to. This is too big. I remember like the poor yellow, bro. All the drawings I made too big were all the yellow ones, so I probably ran out a lot of yellow. You can even see like little smidge right there. The red looks good. Like you can tell, like my red Sharpie was running out right here, and I got a new one. You can really tell because like I did everything, and you can tell that I ran out. So I went like remarked around the rest of the fucking drawing. You can tell where the outline is where I put a new Sharpie because you can tell it looks better. Ural, the Russian club. I think they just got promoted to the first division again. I think they beat Akhmat Grozny. So I'm pretty sure they did. But overall, I love this badge. Oh, it was so fun dragging. Not because of like all this was fun to do, like the orange and the black. But look how good the ball came out, bro. And I didn't use a compass for this shit. I kind of just like went off of instinct. And look how damn near perfect that is, if not perfect. Very proud. Victoria Pilseni, again, really good. The colors are really accurate. It's just a very colorful badge. I remember when I first saw this badge I can't remember what season it was when they were in the Champions League they were playing against, I think, Manchester City. And I remember looking at that badge and thinking, that's a fun looking badge. It looks very like the windows, like the tinted windows at the church. Rosenborg. I wanted to make this kind of biggish and I wanted it to be on its side. And I remember not liking it at first. Still don't like it really, because I wish I would have just kept it like I usually do, where I just keep it like horizontal rather than put it down vertical. But that looked cool. It didn't look cool. I'm sorry. I apologize. Sivaspor. I really do like the two S's, how they came out. Everything, but overall simple badge. Colorado Rapids. This wasn't like super hard, but again, I didn't have the right amount of Sharpies. Again, this is like early Carls. I didn't know I was gonna go down this and there, so I just used a pencil to like kind of like get it fade right here in the middle, and like around the little mountain right here. So I mean, overall, it's fine. Pumasunam, again, I made it too big. Uh, I'm shooting myself in the foot. I wish I didn't do the things I did. Voskla. This one came out so good. I specifically remember I was watching videos of Sky versus Gaming. I remember specifically watching those videos while I was drawing this badge. And I remember, oh, it was so much fun. I remember having such a good time, like, detailing all this shit. Again, this is one of the few times I try to add shading. Because after this is like, there's going to be very few badges where you actually see the shading. Because this one, like, I was kind of like, I was feeling good with myself that day. You can see, like, the orange. Like, all of it was, I was just going to make it all yellow. But I said, you know what, no. Put a little orange there, a little orange there. Obviously, make that side orange, 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 orange. It made it look good. Deportes Tolima. Nothing too special. Simple badge. Anderlecht. Look at this goofy looking guy. Look at him. He's just so goofy. I mean, the whole rest of the batch came about. I notice now that I'm more of a big like Belgian fan of the Jupiler Pro League. How very similar this looks like to Union Saint-Gilloise. So that's pretty cool. I like how it has the flags, the Belgian flags, the gold crown. It's kind of cool. Do I have to say this is a great simple badge? Fortuna Sittard from the Netherlands. Really good badge. I didn't like how her hair came out up here. Like the way this was supposed to be more like thicker, like more fatter instead of being so skinny, but it is what it is. Can't complain too much. Al Hilal before they got their new revamp badge, and honestly, looks really fucking good if you ask me. I like how this came out. The dark blue looks really good. I like the gray. The gray complements it very well, more than the Al Duhail one. So Al Hilal looks really good to me. I still gotta do it again because their new revamped one. Western United. I remember I was drawing this, and the reason I drew this one next after Al Hilal was because of the scorpion kick. I don't know the name of the guy who did it, but he did a sick scorpion kick. A lot of people were like, "Oh, but Pushkash." I'm like, come on, bro. It was good, but it wasn't Olivier Giroud good. Universidad Católica. Very boring. I remember finishing this like in an hour. Dead ass. I remember finishing this whole badge in an hour. I just did like I did like the little triangle on the bottom mesh. That's what you can kind of tell, like, I messed up right here a little bit. Like, the triangle is not as well shaped. But at that point, I was like, nah, this badge is not worth, like, giving it an effort. It looks good enough, so I kind of just left it at that. Gremio, the team we bought Artur Melo from, for Barcelona. And I think we paid him off already, finally, for that huge amount of money we paid for Artur Melo. God damn, we were foolish back in the day. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Like something you'll notice a lot that I've had an issue with is the cyan colors. Cause here it is. I'm gonna go on a tangent on Amazon because I fucking ordered neon cyan, the cyan that makes it look like this, right? More like this. it made it look so, like, look at the drags. It looks so bad. And sometimes they didn't even send me the right cyan. They just sent me outright blue. Like this, what you see right now, looked exactly like this. I ordered cyan and it came out like this. So thank you, Amazon. Dinamo Zagreb, nothing special. I remember I had to redo it. I had to redo this whole badge because I was putting the red square. I put the red circles, the red squares in the wrong spot. I know people are going, all the parts where you see red right here, red, 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 those are white, and these like big squares were red. So I fucked up the squares, so I started all over. So yeah, boring ass badge. Do better. Talleres, it's alright. Again, you can tell where like the Sharpie was like stronger. Where like I was running out of Sharpie at some point. Like I was putting, you can tell where I put all the effort. You can slowly see where it started fading away with the navy blue. Barreau, it's alright. Like see, this is this ball didn't come out as good as the Ural one, but it still looks pretty good. Rapid Vienna, it looks alright. I mean, I wish I would. This is like one of those ones that I think I should put more like shading around the leaves. And then yeah, but whatever. This is a team about I think his name was Yusuf Demir from when he joined the Austrian winger when he joined Barcelona. I think there's like a Galatasaray, so good for him. Gajmatan, I remember I was watching the Tomodachi game. I was watching Tomodachi game when I was drawing this. My friend had told me to watch it. I was watching it. I was like, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, this is alright. It's okay. I think this club's financially insolvent now. I don't think it exists anymore. It's cool that I got to draw it before that happened. Shenzhen, again, I think it changes the same to now Zen City. But before the takeover, before the city takeover, bro, this looks pretty fucking good. I think I like it. Looks like the bull. It came out really good. The outline, not only like the bull itself, but like the way I was able to outline out the white around the whole thing, came out pretty nice. I like it. Soul, the dragon came out sick. Like honestly, the dragon is one of my favorite parts. The one thing I will say I kind of dislike that I didn't like give more effort into was like these little black lines. Like in the actual badge, they're a little more thicker, and I think that's why. And I kind of just like tried it. I didn't want. I was too scared. I kind of pussied out because I did all this first, and then I already had the S and all this stuff, and so I was gonna add the little details, which was like these. And I was kind of like, bro, I don't want to fuck this up because this came out so nice. So I just made it as plain and simple as possible, so I didn't have to start all over. So again, look at the cyan, bro. The cyan has all these ugly streaks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some of these also have streaks. Like you can tell where the red has a little streaks, but not this fucking kind of streaks, bro. But regardless, Castle came out good in the middle. This gives me like Fire Force, like Cathedral vibes. Yeah, looks pretty good. Gyr. So I remember again with the cyan. Look at this fucking. Oh, you can see the edges of the fucking when I used my Sharpie. Overall, it was for the most part it's a boring badge until you actually get to this. Like this shit was so hard. I got Jesus Christ right here with the little castle on the side. Pretty good. I think there's a little face. I can't remember. I remember the detailing with this was such a bitch. And then using like my Sharpie to try and like put like the little black outlines around it to make sure it looked good. And not only that, I used actual yellow for this. And I had this random yellow from this other set of Sharpies that I had that they're like mundane colors. They're like it was like a weird different version of blue that they didn't have. I can't remember the name of them. It had a yellow, and the yellow was called Mango Yellow. And so I used that for the background here to kind of differentiate this yellow from this yellow to make it look a little different. FC Tokyo, pretty good. I do have like my little like little corals like when I was using the gold Sharpie, it was being stupid again. Fucking Sharpies, bro. The gold Sharpie, it was working fine for some of it. Like right here, perfectly fine. It was going pretty smoothly. Then you go up here. Look at this shit. Why did it start like randomly like inking out? And I just opened it too. So it's like, oh, Carlos was running out. Nah, bitch, I just opened it. I remember specifically. Hearts. Okay, I'm pretty good. I'm really happy with this color. Again, this is like with the mango yellow one. I forget what this one's called, but it came with it. It was like a different version of light blue. And this blue, oh my god, I bought a cyan, and like we said earlier, it was supposed to look like this color, like a very nice sky blue cyan. Came like this. What the fuck is this color? So I didn't feel like doing it all over again because I'd already sketched it. I'd already done like this whole like rim part, and I did like this middle and like all this edges. So I said, okay, now I just gotta do this little flex over here. Came like that. So No, I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. Drew I'm sorry, Drew Gardens again, pretty simple. I think this I made this relatively too big. Like going back in time, I wish I would have just made these a little smaller, so I could have saved a lot more sharpies back in the day. Serev, very boring badge. Like I think the ball looks good. It's not as good as Ural's. Ural's ball, the ball I used for the FC Ural will never be. I don't think I ever beat it because that shit was so perfect. I didn't use no compass, just plain hand, and it made a perfect ball. And then like the fucking detailing of the ball. Oh my god, it came out so good. Overall, that was fine. This little castle up here is kind of ugly. Drogheda United, it's alright. Give me some Muslim vibes in Ireland. Not Balak. The diamond's pretty cool. I remember, it's so stupid. I remember I was so like focused, like I was addicted to doing these drawings that I had already sketched it and I was in the middle of it. But my mom told me, "Hey, we're gonna go get some Garcias." When I go, I'm like, "Fuck yeah!" But I didn't want to stop, so I took it with me to Garcias. Which, if you don't know, Garcias is a Mexican restaurant here in America, and it's so good. Like their hamburger steak dinners are fucking divine. But yeah, it's kind of pretty good. I like it. Manta. Alright, so this is how you know this is like a shit, like very low funded, like South American team. Cause look at this, bro. This is the kind of shit you see on like a supermarket. Like little fish right here instead of soccer ball, it'd be like the fish jumping out and like somebody trying to catch it, and it'd be like, oh, we have a sale fish. But fucking yeah, it's alright. Again, that bugs me. Look how ugly this circle came out. Oh no! Like even the eye right here came. This ball came out pretty nicely. I like the shadow of the star. Like overall, the shape of the whole thing looks pretty well. But this fucking it looks so bad. Ugh, get on my face, get on my face. Mura, even though the ball still looks good, not great. Slovenian side, I think they beat Tottenham in the Conference League. I think they beat Tottenham. Doesn't matter, bitch.
We won the Europa League.
Sumkait. I'm probably butchering so many of these names, by the way. I'm just going off of what I remember, like the title being, because I know that Azerbaijan has another team that starts with a Q. It's called when you Google it, it says Kebele. The E's upside down though, so Kebele. But then when you actually look up how like Azerbaijani people say it, they're like Gagdobag. I'm like, what the hell? How'd you get Gagdobag from Q? I'm sorry, I don't understand. But this, all right, very simple. Meh. Kaiser Chiefs. What the fuck is up there? Kaiser Chiefs came out pretty good. Very like it's African obviously, but it gives me more like Native American vibes. So Jordan, I bet you understood that because you're Native American. Romania. Okay, this is the first of the countries that I did. I still have to do. I sketched an El Salvador one a long time ago, by the way, and I still haven't done it. I still haven't colored it in. It's right. I'm actually looking at it right now. It. I have yet to finish it. So yeah. My bad. My bad. Again, like the hard part with yellow is that sometimes you can't notice where you missed it, and like right here you can see these little hedges. You're missing some right there. Overall, good badge though. Fucking Radu Dragusin, my boy from Tottenham. Um, another goalkeeper Radu. Uh, Rachiu, he plays at Rayo Vallecano. Pretty good. Speaking of Tottenham, my boys, Europa League winners. Woohoo! I was gonna put like the whole like the whole badge around it, like the little shield around it, but I said nah, this looks pretty cool. I think it came out already good enough as it was. Marseille, like this was more like it. This is like even though you can still see the hedges, it's not as bad. But then you get to the fucking gold, bro. Look at this shit. It's like the gold. Oh, look how like rigged it is. And like I'd put pressure on it and then just didn't do shit. You can even tell I tried testing it out on this side, like on this like side of the fucking paper. I test out the ink to see how it's working. Ass. Atalanta, pretty good. Fuck Gasperini, by the way. Hate the guy. This like lady with like the hair like this, like it's a very common theme in soccer badges for some reason, and I don't understand why. Cause then you have fucking. Actually, matter of fact, wait, give me a second, cause I can have my PlayStation's like on the background. What if I put? Let's see. And non-copyright background music type shit. type shit. I'm just curious if you can actually. You can in the background. That's nice. All right. I thought, but like just like Bournemouth, this hair has its style. I didn't do Bournemouth by the way, because when I did the list to make these fucking teams, Bournemouth was part of the championship. It wasn't in the Premier League. So take that with a grain of salt. Wolfsburg, just a giant W, isn't it? El Washewe, whatever. Villarreal. So you have the fucking Villarreal again. I didn't like how this blue came out. Not a great color, but have to do, baby. Have to do. Minai, very proud of this. Look how good I made it to where like, the fox is already cool enough, right? But then you have like the red and the light blue like patterns in between it. It just makes it look like very 3D-ish. I bet if you put, I haven't tried this yet. I should go get some 3D glasses for my job. Wait a second. Lofi. I want some Lofi vibes. Lofi. You heard me, PlayStation. Come on. 90s? Hell no. There you go. We got the girl just studying with her cat on the window. But look how good it looks. It's so good. 2015, by the way. Oh my god. Me and my two sisters are older than this fucking club. It's pretty cool. Gimnasia. I love the armor. Like everything else is alright. Even the feathers don't look that great. But the helmet area, oh, so good. Along with like the feathers. Very nice. Oh, again, one of my favorites. Oh, this one came out so good. It was so hard to make it work and make it look good, but we managed. We actually managed to actually make this look really good. Like Choloc Squinkles, De Caliente, Tijuana. Look how good. I think the only one part I have like a lot of criticism over myself is the eye. This eye over here. I think the pupil was supposed to be bigger. You know, the ink just started like sinking in, so there was like no room. But, like if I wanted the eye to come out like this, basically, and it just didn't work out too well. But overall, really love it. One of my favorite badges. Alexandria, pretty boring. I liked how it had orange though. It made it more interesting. Hyderabad. I was watching you with my sister and I was drawing this, and she was getting mad at me because I was drawing this, and she's like, "Pay attention to the show." I said, "I wasn't paying attention to the show," and I was paying attention. But really good really good badge. Leicester City. Go up the Foxes. They got relegated, unfortunately, this season, and it's officially the last season of Jimmy Vardy at the club. So, club legend, shithousery guy, but you gotta love him. Voluntari from Romania. Pretty good. I like the anchor. Anchor came out really nice. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this. It's a really nice badge. Vancouver Whitecaps. Again, I didn't have like the right amount of grays, so I used like a regular pencil to like give it like a little color. I wanted to add gray, but I just didn't have the right Sharpie. Like the Sharpie I had was too dark, and combine like the dark gray along with like the already navy blue, I don't think it looked good. So I wanted to go with something that was more light. So the pencil was the right choice. Watford. Again, the eyes, bro. Maybe I think that's how the badge is, but like if I could make this eye perfectly, like these two eyes like look identical, this would look perfect. This looks like fucking Louis from Beastars. If you know, you know. Santos Laguna. Everything. That was a very simple badge. I'm just very proud how this S came out, honestly. Like fuck like that super S that everyone draws, like the one that everyone keeps saying, oh, like they did in high school, blah blah, whatever. This S suck. It's all over Mexico, to be honest. But whatever. Vissel Kobe, very simple badge. Like this little like symbol is like iconic for the club, I guess. It means V, obviously. So yeah, it's where Iniesta was, and Sergi Samper, and Thomas Vermaelen, and David Villa. Okay. Sarmielek. I don't think I got this one perfectly right, to be honest with you. I think the blue was supposed to be lighter, and I think the yellow was too bright. But small club. And they just got relegated from the Polish league, Ekstraklasa. Atletico Bucaramanga. Very simple. Like again, like there's nothing really going on for it. Like the whole background and everything is very simple. The Jaguar head came out pretty cool, but that's practically it. Rebetis, I think the yellow kind of disappointed me. Again, it's too bright. If it was like a little more deeper, like I kind of like gold, but even gold would have, I feel like gold would have been the proper one. But kind of pretty good. Again, you can see over here like, where it's like my ink palette thing where I'm testing out the greens. I test that to see what's like the right green. So I guess I kind of eventually went with this one to make this work pretty well. Bayer Leverkusen, Xabi Alonso is going down for Real Madrid, and that terrifies the fuck out of me because I think they're actually going to play really good because they have one of the best teams, or if not the best team in world football, to be honest with you. I'm a Barca fan, but when I see their fucking squad, bro, like they're fucking stacked. This badge is pretty good. The lines that came out really nice. I mean, everything else is like kind of mid. I like how the Bayer came out in the middle. Like I was very scared that maybe like, because you make something like this, like a cross, you need it to come out perfect. Otherwise, it's very noticeable, like and flawed. So I'm happy it came out well. Finland. All right, so Finland was the second national team I did, and I remember the reason I did it was because they had just qualified for Euro 2020. They were playing against Denmark when Eriksson had his collapse, which is very scary. But some Finnish players worth noting are Paul Gianpaolo, who's been in Venezia for a while. Um, Lukas Hradeski, the very well-known goalkeeper, who I heard a lot of people give shit to him that he's the reason that they sucked this whole year against in the Champions League too. But I have to remind them that he didn't even play in the Champions League, bro. The fucking Lomb, I think his name was, or was playing, and he was the substitute keeper. Why was he playing? I don't know. Maybe Hradeski was injured or whatever. But because I don't even know if he made on the thing. And oh my god, I just noticed that there's a piece of hair in the picture. My bad. Okay, by the way, this is gonna be a part series, bro. There's no way you expect me to record all of these in a row, right? Because I have like there's 700 of them, and I don't think we're even at to 100 yet. Roma, okay, this is like a very famous picture in Italy, in Greek mythology as well, is the Wolf Mother with Romulus and Remus. So if you know, you know. Take your history lessons. I'm very proud of the orange. The orange came out really well. Because sometimes, like, again, oranges can be very variant. Just like the green and the gray. Like, you can either get, like, the right color, the right shade you're looking for or not. And this shade was perfect. It can be, like, you can have two Sharpies or the exact same. Like, you go to a store and you see them both on the counter and you buy both of them. One will be, like, more dark than this and it wouldn't have come out as good. But then you have this one that's perfect. Dundee United. Again, see, look at that. I think it was the same color of orange. I think that's my point because like it's the same Sharpie. It's orange Sharpie. Look how nice and like Mandarin kind of esque color this looks compared to the dark orange right here. You can kind of see where it got a little soft right here, but like dark over here. But Dundee United, I really enjoyed doing the badge. Yeah, I like having variety with these colors because like sometimes it's always the red and white and blue and green, whatever. Um, yeah, it is what it is. NK Bravo. So, oh my god, this team's as old as my sister. I think the actual when I tweet these, I usually I tag in the actual team, like official Twitter accounts. I still call it Twitter. Fight me, nigga. This is the actual. I tagged the actual Twitter accounts. And I think they liked it. They liked it, and they sent me like, really well done. Appreciate your hard work. I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. They acknowledged me. Because where the blue's all nice, but then you have all this fucking that you can tell where the blue's running out. And I was just trying to put more pressure. Like, look at that. Around this, it looks so good. And then the rest of it is just like all came out pretty good though. Seongnam, like this came out nearly perfect. You look at all the stars. You get to this one, bro. Like, look how like bad the ink started like sipping into like the middle part that wasn't supposed to. This made me legitimately want to like fill in every single one of these stars just to be completely black because I think that made it look perfect. But nah, because that's not how it is to the badge, and I stuck my ground. Viborg, I think their actual badge is different, and this is the one I just saw and I did because it was their 125th year anniversary. But overall, it's fine. I remember I was watching Don't Toy With Me, Miss Takagi-san, season 2 when I drew this. So, fun facts. Give me a second. My sister sent me a message. It was a joke. I sent it to myself. And sent that to grandma. And she came to my room and said, it wasn't me. It's a little bit of background humor. All right, it's all right. Cinturense. This was coming out nice, but I started having a really big problem when I had the blue Sharpie and yellow combined. So when I was drawing this, you can't really tell, thank God, in the picture. However, you can kind of see up here. As I was like, I drew the blue first, I think it was. Like I sketched it. You can really tell down here. You can say, you might think it's like just dirt or like smudges. No, nigga. So like, as I was drawing the yellow, like right here, it looks fine, right? I'm drawing the yellow. But when I started drawing over it, there's like random little smudges of blue, like popping out of nowhere, and I was like, where is this coming from? So I thought it was because of when I use the Sharpie and like you drag it down, maybe like particles of the blue Sharpie like fall off and they just like spread out. And so I put another piece of paper underneath it to stop it, but it was still doing it. So I don't know. So every once in a while, like when you get these red, blue and yellow, like this shit happens. It never does it with like the red ones. It never does it with the green or always with blue. Columbus Crew. I wish they still had. I'm still gonna do it at some point. I wish they still had their fucking old badge with like the 5 gangsters on it, cause that shit was hard as fuck. This is alright. Very boring. Yeah, just cow. Volos. I mean, the really interesting aspect of this whole thing is like the fact that the Greek country is literally on the badge. But besides that, it's kind of boring. And even the balls didn't have that much details on them. So again, this is like one of those things like it's like one of those like high school teams or some shit. Like you think it's a high school team, and you're like, oh, this is an actual professional football team. That's kind of sad. Reko Czestochowa. So I fucked up in this one too because like everything came out nice. The blue's nice, the red's nice, everything around is really nice. You see this? This is supposed to be like this like enye symbol on the O, but it's supposed to be down here underneath the E. The blue seeped into it, and yeah, I was gonna just fill it out, but then I thought to myself, no, because that's not part of the fucking badge. The badge has that thing there. So even though the ink was spreading into it, I didn't want to get rid of it, so I just left it like that, and well, it is what it is. Frankfurt. La 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 la. Honestly, they're starting to get soft on me. Like my favorite German team is Borussia Dortmund, but I'm starting to become like more of a Frankfurt fan, man. I'm starting to see like the players that they have, their football they play, from like even like their time with Oliver Glasner to what they have now. I don't know the name of the coach who's coaching them right now, but he's so good, bro. And then he like brings out like Frankfurt always brings out like some best performances out of like young talents. Like right now they have Theate, they have Koch, and they have one of the best, like one of the promising young strikers who was really good at I think it was Rem, and then he left to Everton, which wasn't good, and then he went to this team and he's fucking killing it. And it's Ugo Kitike, and he fucking killed it. I think he's leaving the club though, so we'll see. LAFC, it's kind of blurry. I'm sorry about that, but LAFC, yeah, pretty good. It's very simple. Like the gold, it's like not gold. I use like pecan. I think it's called pecan or almond Sharpie, and yeah, it was pretty good with the black. Hell yeah. Ross County, not much to say. This kind of looks like a very famous like maybe like a car brand or some shit, like the dead ass. But whatever. We rate the what the hell? Here's a new Beat Saber song. Say less. Okay, whatever. Anger. It came out originally. Everything came out wild. I forget what this symbol's called, but that didn't come out great because you're just supposed to have like a little bendy thing right here. And again, the gold fucked me in the ass. So we get what we get. Sparta Praha. Pretty simple. Just a giant S. I kind of wish they could have drawn like the old one, where it was like more like that reddish color, but beggars can be choosers. The Malawi. I have no idea any Malawi players. I'm sorry. I have no recollection of any Malawi players. So, my apologies. And this is when I was trying to make the fire have like a cool like effect, like red to orange to yellow. It's hard to do that with Sharpies. I'm dead ass. It's really hard to do that with Sharpies. I remember how like difficult it was with like the green, because the green I was using isn't like a green that has like a thin. Like I was having Sharpies. I have blue Sharpies that are like the regular Sharpie, like the one with the thickness. But there's also thin Sharpies I had, and I would use that to like get into like these little crevices right here, and I didn't have any for this specific green. So I used to use like a very like neon green on the end of these edges, And with this screen, I was very, very careful when I was doing this shit. And I'm very happy how it came out. So I can't complain too much. Wolfsburger. Came out pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. The wolf's face right here. Very neat. Everything else is like relatively simple. I'm happy how this came out because again, usually this is like the part where like the ink starts seeping in. I thought maybe the eye would disappear, like the ink would go over the eye. I'd be like, ah, shit. But no, everything came out pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot the name of this team. I think it's Helmsted's Swedish team. Boring, to be honest with you. I understand why there's a 6-3 right here. I know it's founded in 1914, but why the fuck is there a 6-3 down there? I don't know. Atletico Tucumán. I think this is very simple. Cat. They have a very. Cause I just showed you the Union one. Union. I said like, oh, what did it say? I gotta see what it said. I gotta remember what it said. There it goes. Cow. Cow. And now we're on this one that has cat. Later on we'll get to Platenses. And I remember when I shared it online, a lot of people sent me pictures of a hat, and you'll understand why. Qatar. Again, really nice. I like the yellow. That came out really well with it. This like the hedges are nice. The gold didn't fuck me in the ass this time, which I'm very grateful for. I love how like the actual country Qatar came out nicely in the middle of it. It's nice. I don't speak Arabic, but hopefully I didn't do it a disservice. I really do. Vojvodina, very simple. I just had to make. I don't know why. Again, I made it so fucking big. This is practically the whole page. I know what it looks like. I can show you. I have it in my notes in my fucking file cabinet. And I made it too big. I don't understand why I do this sometimes. Like I get it if it has like a very complicated design in the middle and I have to make it super big so I can like give it the right proper detail. Whereas this, there's nothing I need to give detail to, bro. I could have easily made this like half the size and still would have been fine. Palmeiras. This one I had to do it though. I had to make this relatively a little bigger. Not because of this and the Palmeiras and the stars or anything, but because the actual badge in the middle, I wanted to make sure that all these lines had like separation. Because if it was too like, if I made too small, all like the Sharpie lines would like these might be like the white in between would be very like minimal, and I didn't want to like do that to this team. That's where Vitor Roque is at, by the way. Deportivo Pasto, very boring badge. I wish they'd upgrade it. They need to, because this is atrocious. I remember drawing this, I was like thinking to myself like, what an awful badge. Aston Villa. I wasn't proud of how like the light blue came out. I like the maroon, not maroon. I forget what this color is called. We're just gonna call it maroon. I like how the maroon color came out. Yawn. Everything else, the actual blue, this bluish color, it did not hit. It did not hit well, and I apologize. America Cali. I do like the little devil, how it came out in the silhouette. I remember this took a little bit of a while just because of this. I wanted to make this look really good because it was coming out and it looked like it just looked like a regular fork, right? It was too like straight on all ends, so I was trying to make it have like that little bit of, like a bendy and thicker right here, like thicker, and then go in this thing. Yeah, the sharp, like this part was easy, like from this part all the way to the like right here to the end right here, easy. Like it's just giving it this little bit of detail to make these extra little horns more worthwhile. Hammerby, again, I should have gave it a little more like, this is like one of those that need a little bit of shading to make it look that extra little bit of like prestigious. But eh. Kimki. I think I was watching Planet of the Apes when I was drawing this. I was watching Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, where Caesar was in the prison, and he was getting fucking monkey raped, and I was drawing this. I remember, I like to remember the things that I was doing when I was drawing these because it kind of puts me back in time when I was doing these. So yeah, this came out pretty good. I like how the Minotaur came out with his bow and arrow, his fucking horse legs. Came out pretty good. I don't speak Russian, but I think that says Kimki. Palau. Don't know any Palau soccer players. I apologize. I just looked up random. I looked up. I got a fucking wheel, like one of those like the spin wheel, and I put all the countries in it, and I spin it, and Palau came out. So whatever. I can already wait to see whenever I fucking get Israel, and people are gonna go crazy. I'm like, oh, I draw Israel badges too, by the way, and people always want to kill me because of it. I mean, you already saw Netanya. Defensa Justicia, good badge. This is where Enzo Fernandez was playing before he moved to Benfica. Levski Sofia, I I think the second most famous Bulgarian soccer team behind Ludogorets. But yeah, came out pretty good. Like a lot of the Bulgarian soccer teams have this symbol in them. I'm guessing that's very like on par with the country. Yeah, pretty good. Ike Athens, Orbelin Pineda plays there right now. Mexican soccer player who's I really do appreciate. It came out really good. Although I can't really tell what this is. I think it's like a sword. I think it's supposed to be a sword and this is like a cross. But I don't know why the cross is so tiny. Couldn't they have made like the cross like kind of bigger and just like popping on this side? But whatever. First, that's the same thing. It's a giant 4-leaf clover, bro. Not even that. It's a 3-leaf clover. This makes it worse. Spartak. Oh my God. Spartak Trnava from Slovakia. Again, the ball came out really good, but you can just tell like the inconsistency with the line right there. Right there, you can see where my hand got tired, and I think the circle was going pretty fucking well. All right, there's a little bit of a bend there, and I kept going. I think my hand was starting to get tired, and I got here, and it went down to shit. However, still came out good. Like again, red looks good, 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 and then you get to this part. Like you were trying to tell my Sharpie was running out. Tirol from Austria. It's quite simple, really. It's just a bird. Its fucking legs are all stretched out. The fire's like spitting out of its mouth. Continue. Delfin. Again, you can see red, the blue and the yellow do not mix. And again, I use like pencil to kind of sharpen this up. They didn't have the proper gray Sharpies at the time. But look at this. This isn't staticky. This isn't because of the pictures being blurry. This is legitimately like all the blue color. And look, like this is my point. Like I was drawing this. Look how far away it is from this. I guess you can. I guess it's actually like the Delfin. But when I was using thin point for this, and when I do a thin point, it doesn't do anything. The thin point doesn't make it do what this does. And like the blue just starts like spreading everywhere and it starts pissing me off, but that's how it came out. So Kalmar, it looked really good. I had to use a lot of gold. And luckily it didn't help me. Mjøndalen. Mjøndalen from Norway. Pretty simple. Just all brown. All brown badge. Bunch of chains on the sides. It's pretty cool. Changzhou Mighty Lions. I'm not sure if this club even exists anymore, but the badge came out pretty good. I like how the gold came out on these little hedges. Everything else looks really nice. I like how the blue didn't just like seep into the rest of the drawing of the letters. So it looks pretty good. There's lions holding the soccer ball. It's pretty nice. Brighton and Hove Albion. And I don't want to hear no fucking complaints like, oh, where's the third division Czech one that looks exactly like this? And they got copyrighted because of it. I don't think Brighton even knew they existed until they posted it and they kind of sent something to Brighton like, say, hey, look, looks like we're brothers. And then Brighton fucking sued the fuck out of them. I think they were legitimately just trying to be like friendly, like, hey, look, we look just like you guys, like we're like siblings. And Brighton just said, all right, lawsuit. But that came out pretty good. I like how the beak came out. Like I know like there's like all this, but it's kind of like plain and simple. But when you look at the eye and the beak, it's like my proud part. Like it's like the little details that make it stand out. Cruz Azul, the best team in BDF. Fight me, America fans. Honduras, nothing too crazy. I'm trying to think what's the name of that guy. Lozano. He played at Cadiz. I don't know where he's at now, but he played at Cadiz and then but he's a Honduras player. So yeah. I think this was supposed to be lighter blue, but it wasn't like it wasn't cyan blue, but it's not this blue either. But I just went with this one just because I thought it'd be simpler. Shanghai Sipk, and this one was a mess because it needs to have like these like three. It has like 5 different shades of red down here. But I don't have 5 different shades of red in Sharpie. Like sometimes like you'll have different shades of blue or yellow or green, even purple. But you won't have one for red. Red has like very rarely you'll have like a red that has like a lighter version of a red and shit like that. I just made like that, and that's why you're wondering, oh, then what about this stuff? This is crayon. I used actual like crayon. Not yeah, was it crayon or was it colored? No, it was a colored pencil. I used colored pencils, the color red on the colored pencils to fill these out to make it look like get its own color. But even then, I'm kind of looking at it, I'm like, doesn't look that great. I hope the Chinese lettering came out good. I was proud. I think it came out pretty good. And this is where Oscar was playing before he left. I don't know where he's at now, but he just recently left the club. I just noticed how like not filled with yellow this fucking ball is. It's pissing me off. Fluminense, Marcelo's last club before he retired. Obviously Barca and Real Madrid. Beef aside, Marcelo was a great left back, really good left back. He like dominated that left back position for many years, just like how Dani Alves dominated the right back position for so many years. Marcelo dominated the left back position. Like he is the ideal. He's the perfect left back when you're looking at left backs. Like if you're left back, you look up to his game. And same thing for Dani Alves. Brazil has so much fucking talent, bro. For the badge itself though, it's alright. I like how like the CFF is in there, Club Futebol Fluminense. So yeah, pretty good. Napredak, it's alright. There's a lot of, it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's like there's nothing too special about it. It's just a bunch of like, it's like the size of it. I guess you can just say like the middle part, like the way it's like red and white here in the middle, kind of looks, it's like pleasant to look at. So. Águilas Doradas. Again, the gold hold me, bro. Look how bad the gold looks. Oh my god. And look at this shit. Oh my god, bro. Look how tragic the gold came out in this shit. I have you know what I should do? I'm gonna recolor this shit. I don't give a damn. I'm gonna get a good gold stripe. I'm gonna like test it, make sure it's working fine, and I'm gonna use it to fucking color this shit because this is tragic. And look at this. Like look how like this fucking thing goes right here. Ooh, and yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect, right? Same thing with this one. Or this one like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the fuck is this? Like, I think I messed up. I think I was drawing this and I put it in the wrong spot. But I already like worked so hard. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fix it. I'll just color it in, and I didn't. I put the Sharpie there. I was like, fuck, no, I didn't mean to do that. And then it was too late. Sepsi. I am so proud of this one. Legitimately super proud. Because, okay, the ball didn't come out great. I'm not going to lie. Look at that shit. And, like, this little right side fucked it in the ass. But everything else looks really good. But what I'm proud of, bro, is this, bro. Look how good. I finally got a gray Sharpie. I finally got a one that can, like, counteract with itself. Because you have the dark Sharpie right here. They have light gray Sharpie down there. And then I had a darker Sharpie, apparently, right there for all these, like the moon and the sunlights. And then yeah, this fucking, oh my god, this came out so good. Like this whole thing is one of my favorite things I've ever drawn. How good it looks. I wish it was bigger, because if it was bigger, I'd fucking like make it bigger and put it on my wall. Like I'll put it on a portrait, put it in my fucking room. That came out pretty good. Cerezo Osaka came out pretty good. I like the pink. The pink it gives it like that. I think this is the first badge I put pink in it. It looks really good. Like Cerezo Osaka, like the red trees. Or the cherry blossoms, and you see like the cherry blossom here, the pink of the dragon, the gold. Hold me, bro. It looks fine up here, but then you go up down here, but look at this shit. Look how fucking like dried out it looks. Oh, it pisses me off. Audax Italiano. Now I was watching the Sidemen hide and seek, one of them of the Sidemen hide and seeks when I was doing this. And I was so concentrated watching the video that I completely fucked up because the green is supposed to be over here, and the red is supposed to be over here. By illusory, I already finished everything else. I did the yellow, I did the blue. Everything was working just fine. And then I got to this part, right? Like, I colored in the green. I mean, the red and the green. I was like, oh shit, it's supposed to be inverted. I was going to have to start all over again. So then I just put the circle right here and I put all the little lines. Maritzburg. I'm pretty sure this club doesn't exist no more. So rest in peace. It still looks pretty good though. Stade Rennais. Kind of pretty good. I'm just not a big fan of the yellow. I think the yellow like is a bold contrast compared to the black and the red. I like this like middle part area. Like this is really fun to draw. Like the two house, that's like the hexagon or hectagon. I can't remember what shape's the one that has 8. Hexagon has 8, right? Yeah, hectagon has 6. Hexagon has 8. Yeah, hexagon. The hexagon looks sick, and like the contrast of the two, like they look exactly the same, but different colors. Istra, again, this is one of those I sent it to the actual team on Twitter, and they didn't give a reply like the other one, but they gave it a like, and I do appreciate it. Overall came out good. The ball came out pretty cool. Like even though it's not a perfect ball, like shape, like look at that. Like how does it go from over here where the ball's probably gonna be going down this way, but then it just like, you know what I mean? I fucked up there, but however it came out perfect. I like it. It looks really good and pleasing to the eye. CSK Sofia or CSK Slavia, whichever one. I can't remember which one this is. Overall, kind of basic. I was trying to make like different versions of shade. Like I was gonna make this like you can tell where like the good Sharpie is like nice and blended over here and right here and right here. And I used like an old one that was like about to run out to like fill this one just to give it like a different color. Everything else is like with regular Sharpie to make it look nice. But then you get to the stars, bro. The stars came out nice. I really like how the stars came out. The shading and like actually keeping the pencil lines in between them. It's pretty good. Goa. Nothing really something to say. It's the bull. It's all orange. I like diversity in the colors, so pretty good. Maritimo. Ooh, ooh, don't leave me. Look how good that looks, bro. Like, I legitimately I don't suck my own dick, bro. But oh my god, I made this shit look good. I think like the only problem I have with it is the fact that like you see like this side of the banner, like it looks like nice and clean, prestige. Over here, yeah, the ink just started like spreading everywhere. So I tried to fix it, and it came out like that. The black ink just started like spreading out. But everything else, bro, like the wheel, bro. Like, look how nice the wheel looks. And you have the fucking lion, bro. Look how good it looks. He's hugging the fucking ball. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Meowby, pretty simple. Again, I'm noticing like on HD, I can really tell like how like there's missing some yellow in between the lines. So I apologize for that. Borussia Mönchengladbach, please take Ter Stegen back. I beg of you, please take him back. Please take him back so we can sign Joan Garcia, please. Looks pretty good though. I like it. The German national team, well, like I can name soccer players, but like who do I even start with? Like fucking Toni Kroos, Manuel Neuer, Franz Beckenbauer, uh, trying to think of like the world class strikers. Other time Miroslav Klose, Mats Hummels, Philip Lahm, Joshua Kimmich. Like there's so many good soccer players that have come from this fucking nation, bro. Like, and all like history and jokes aside, bro, like we all know like what Germany did in the past or whatever. It's past, right? Like the people who are, it's like Attack on Titan again, bro. Like the people who are living in Germany right now, they had nothing to do with the war. They did not have anything to do with Hitler, bro. They're doing whatever the fuck they're doing, bro. In Germany, beautiful country. I want to visit there someday. I want to go to Berlin so bad. Aldo Civi, I love the radiance of colors that came out with this shit. Like the neon green and the yellow looks so good. And again, Ka with fucking Argentina. It's 3 fucking letters. Ka. We had cow, we had cat, and I have Ka. Real Madrid. Piece of shit. Move on. Hartberg. No, in all seriousness though, as soon as I finished, I was in the middle of drawing, coloring this in, and my cousin, she was drawing one too, and we put it back to side, and it looked really cute. Like she was learning how to draw, and she did a really good job. Now she makes some bomb ass cake. I'll tell you that much, bro. I wish she would make a bakery, bro, cause I visit it every day. I would buy that girl's cakes. Pause. But legitimately, oh my god, that's her secret talent right there, bro. Baking is so good. Hartberg. Um, the cyan came out actually pretty good for this one. I didn't leave that many. Like sometimes you can see like where that's like the drag, but overall it came out pretty good. It's also because like there's not great lighting on this picture. Later on, I start putting like perfect lighting to every picture like this. Like I like how I do it for this one, where you can see every little fucking detail I missed on the yellow. Look at this shit. That's for Rostov. Really good soccer club. Ukrayova. Again, this is like where again you can kind of tell where the Sharpie was like it's trying to be stupid. All right, give me a second. Someone's trying to call me. Continuing. Um, yeah, nothing else to say. I remember how much of a bitch it was to fill in each of these lines because like these were like when I sketched them, they look like you can see the line right here. The line goes down here, then I touch right there, and then I go back down this way just to make one. I did that 5 fucking times, and not even mentioning like the one to go all the way around. So that was already annoying. But then you had to actually like color this in part. And I remember when I was doing this, I did this part first because I knew it was gonna be the most irritating part. And once I was done with it, I'm like, oh yeah. But then I realized, oh shit, I still gotta do this part. And I was being so fucking careful with the Sharpie to make sure I didn't fuck up the drawing anywhere, so I wouldn't have to start all over. Japan. No. No, mom, I can't send you a text. But Japan, came out pretty good. Nippon, gotta love it. Right now, so many great soccer players. I mean, before we had like people like Nakamura, but now we have actually like more soccer players. Who, like before we had Shinji. What was his name? Shinji Kagawa. Kagawa, yeah. But now we have fucking players like Karo Mitoma, um, Ueda, Takafusa Kubo, Takehiro Tomiyasu. The fucking guy from America, the black guy, he's fucking playing. He's a black guy. He's in fucking goal for Japan, which is kind of crazy. Suzuki, his name is. Um, but yeah, kind of pretty good. I like it. Morita from Sporting Lisbon. OC everything is like this is like really nice, by the way. Like I remember when I was drawing this, I was thinking to myself it's gonna be like kind of simple, whatever. But I remember actually struggling a little bit because I got the symbol right first, right? But then I did the bridge part, and I was like, oh, that's nice. I did the water area, which is really nice, came out really good, like the waterish. I put the light blue, and I was like, okay, we're doing good. I put the letters, and I remember getting to this part on the top, and I was thinking to myself, oh shit, there's actually a lot of detail up here, because like the actual flag up here, which I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a province in Croatia, but it's there. There's a little fucking, I think it's a mongoose, or whatever it's called, and it just looks so cute. Looks like, it reminds you of Greyhound, the bus logo. And this came out so good. Look how nice that came out, bro. Like I'm legitimately proud. I'm smiling. I'm fucking ear to ear smiling about how good this shit came out. Very proud. Huracan, just a hot air balloon to be honest, with the giant H on it. Nothing too crazy. Again, nothing too crazy. Again with Argentinian, it's cab, cacao, cat, cab. Uh, Lamia. All right. So this is Greece, right? Again, Greece with their fucking badges, bro. This came out nice. I made it kind of bigger because I wanted to put detail on this bitch, which this is like the right time to make the drawings bigger. So that's what I did. Made them bigger. I was hoping that the blue wouldn't spread into the yellow, which it didn't. I'm very grateful. And then everything came out nice. I can't remember what this is supposed to be. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really tell. It kind of looks like a town, like in the mountains, and there's just like a god over them. That's what it looks like to me. But look at the face. Look how fucking goofy the face looks. It's like, oh, you want to fuck me? Looks very good. CA Colon. Yeah, nothing else to say. It's kind of bland. Just, yeah, red and black. And that's it. Next. Universitario. Técnico Universitario from Ecuador. What can I say? It's like literally a badge with the T and a U in the middle, and it says Ambato. Choclo. Espanol. Hot. No one likes you. But legit, like the little black lines I added to give it a little more character. Because after I drew it, I was like, it needs a little bit more. So I put like a little bit of like black Sharpie to give it like the little shading that it has. Came out pretty good. I should have done that with like the actual crown. Put like some black around like this area right here and this area, just to make it sound like look like the sun's actually hitting it and doing some important shit. Puebla, very boring. I remember being so bored. I remember almost falling asleep drawing this badge. So my bad. Hebe, old club for Mascherano, and I'm pretty sure it is disbanded and no longer exists. So yeah, I think I was supposed to. I think it was supposed to just be all yellow in general, but I think I made half orange just to get a little bit of detail, make it look a little bit more better. Yeah. Sirius, and no, not from ReZero, because that bitch was a psychopath. Really nice. Just big bold letters in gray. And everything blue and black with a big old star in the middle. Again, I'm trying my best. Okay, there's nothing really difficult about drawing this. It's like literally start off of here, draw down here. Looks like a giant fucking like no, a fire alarm basically, a fire alarm symbol. And you just gotta fill it in with like an extra layer of gray. And then you put a line down here. You fill out this with big letters. Yeah, it's not that big. Like this literally didn't take that long to make. Again, nothing crazy. Tondela from Portugal, meh. Wolverhampton Wanderers. Even though the badge is very simple, it was very fun to draw. It kind of gave me like Batman vibes when I was drawing this, so it's pretty good. Perth Glory. Now this came out really nice. I like how like the orange. I can't. I mean, yeah, there's orange in it, but like I'm pointing up here is all purple. Came out pretty good. I like how this came out. I think there's supposed to be like shading in here, but I decided not to do it because it just looks so good already. There's no reason to fuck with it even more. And I wanted to add my own detail. I wanted to put more like spikes popping out this side for purple, cause like how this looks like with all those fucking spikes popping out. But then I thought myself, now I'm being too creative. I'm bringing too much creativeness on it. I can't stray away too far away from the actual like design of the badge. NYCFC, pretty nice. This little orange line goes in between. By the way, my dad's boss, Don Lalo Barraza, his grandson is a soccer player, is a goalkeeper for this team. So it's kind of cool. If you look up, his name is Barraza, two last names. So if you like look up on the actual like their team and you look up the goalkeeper and his last name is Barraza. I forget what his first name is. He is my dad's boss's grandson. It's pretty cool. Sarpsborg, very boring. And look how ugly the fucking quality of the picture. I don't know why the fucking it looks very blue, like a blue light around this fucking area. So my bad. Senika, very boring badge. I remember being so bored drawing it, I wanted to kill myself. Iran, oh look, this one came out so good, bro. I was so worried how I was gonna make this fucking like these little like hedges look on the flag. And it came out really good, because again, there's no, I was using lime green for this, and I didn't have any like thin point. It was just like the thickness of a regular Sharpie, and the fact that it came out this good, it's pretty good. I hope I got this right. Persian, I think is what it's called, their language, Persian. So I hope I got that right. Made it look good. I know this came out pretty good. Again, the ball's not great, and Iran in the middle. So Troye, pretty nice. It was supposed to be a lighter blue, but I just stuck with the dark blue, and it kind of like how it came out actually. So maybe they should try and look at me for more inspiration. Atlético Goianiense, simple but pretty good. Even though like I dislove badges for being simple and boring, this is actually fun to draw because kind of it has like I don't know how to describe it, like an arrow shape, the feathery part of an arrow in ACG. Different. The stars look. Oh my god! I just noticed how this is not complete filled in. Oh, kill me now. Botoshani. This one was more simple. Like I think they had a harder symbol before, but they upgraded, and I was like, thank God. So this was a lot easier to draw. Norwich. They had a harder badge also before, but then they released this one, which made my life a whole lot easier. So appreciate them. Olympiacos, Conference League winners, and fucking they lost to Bodo Glimt in this year's Europa League. Thank God they did. Oh, Olympiacos. Looks pretty good. The feather crown looks great. The guy's like serious stern face. The 1925 even looked pretty good. The fucking Sharpie didn't like spill into any of the letters. Nice. Gorica, Croatian side. This is where we send Wage, one of our former Barcelona right backs. He did a really good World Cup with Senegal, but we ended up not even using him properly. So whatever. Kind of good. The goal didn't hold me, which I'm grateful for. The bull looks really nice, holding the soccer ball. It's a good shape of a circle for the ball, so I can't complain. The bull looks cool. Yeah. Colo Colo. This is fucking Jordan in a nutshell. Look at this Native American. But in all honesty, they're the biggest team in Chile, and yeah, it was very fun drawing them. I did like it. William Knifeman. Sion. They had a different batch before, but like as I was like tempted, like I was in the middle of a break of not drawing anything for a bit, and right when I was gonna come back to it, they had just changed their badge, and I was like, oh, this was a lot simpler to draw. Thank you, Sion. I'm glad I waited like a month or so before I came back to drawing. Ore, bro. I took a video of this and I did the time lapse thing to make it look quicker, but for some reason the video bugged out. I was gonna post it, but it bugged out, so I couldn't share it. But it came out pretty good. Like look how the leaves, look how right here it goes around. It's pretty good. So tired. This one didn't break. I remember. So I was watching One Piece Whole Cake Island when I drew this, and yeah, this one actually does have a time lapse video for it. And it's on my phone. It's pretty cool. I'd have to find it, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Overall though, this looks pretty good. Looks really good. The lion's face is kind of goofy up there, but everything else pretty good. Even my logo, my signature looks kind of off. Nordsjælland, nothing too crazy. The star is kind of unique. I like how they did their star. They have like that little like tail on the top of it. It's pretty good. Beijing won. Pretty good. I like it. I think they're still a club. I'm not sure though, but it looks really good. Again, I think this was definitely the last time I did this because I did it and I was like, oh, what am I doing? So I stopped making the badges like this. I thought maybe if I could do it like this, I can make the badges even bigger and still look good. I was completely wrong. Ignore my fucking shit up there. Could you even tell? Like, try to see. Can you even tell anything with that? You can see my name, Carlos Manuel Anaya. My signature. I'm a donor. Male. 5'11". My picture's there. Huh, interesting. Zoom out. Let's go back. All right, Hoffenheim. Pretty good. 1899. Damn, they've been there for a minute. Alright, you see other teams just being born like Miage for Ukraine being in 2015, and you have this one in 1899. It's crazy. Nothing too crazy, but it's just a nice design. Like you'll see this and you immediately like remember Hoffenheim. It makes you think of the team, which is pretty good. Rosario Central, Di Maria just went back there. Very happy for him. But this is a really good badge. I like how there's like the symbol right there and giant C. Like the shield in between the giant C is very like nice and like comforting. Whereas, what the hell? XQC joins RDC. What does that even mean? But again with the fucking Kark. So we have cat, cow, all them shits, bro. All them shits. Freiburg. I swear that's a vulture. I think people told me that's not a vulture. I think that's the fucking cat. I think that's definitely a vulture. Overall, very simple design. I didn't make this one too big. It's very zoomed in when I took the picture. You can see the black was running out here in the middle, but still came out pretty good. Hapoel Beersheva. This is like the one Israeli team that you always see in the European competition, besides Maccabi Tel Aviv and Maccabi Haifa. But Hapoel Beershev, they keep qualifying for Europe, which is pretty good for them as an institution. Every Israeli team has this symbol. I don't know what it means. It's like the communist symbol, like the fucking hammer. But this random guy stretching, doing the fucking. I don't know what the symbol, like the posture is called. But it's like when you like point to the air. I don't know. The Polish national team, like I can name a few Polish big players, bro. Wojciech Szczesny, Robert Lewandowski, Blaszczykowski, Milik. Um, there's more. I just can't think of it on the top of my head. But Poland, oh my god. Look how good this came out though. Like I'm not a big fan of the beak. Like how I was saying earlier that Brighton has a really good beak. This one doesn't. The crown too doesn't look that great. However, I like the shade of all the gray. Came out pretty good. Gives it more character, you know. But the Plovdiv, it's alright. Again, the symbol is kind of weird. I don't know what it means from Bulgaria. I think it's supposed to mean something, but don't know. Slaven Koprivnica. Yeah, nothing to say. Just like every Croatian team has like the fucking checkered pattern on top. This has like the actual cast in the middle with the fucking the crown. Besides that, it's pretty regular. Bodo Glimt, bro, I am so tired of people giving so much shit to Bodo Glimt, thinking like, oh, Tottenham only made the final because they played against Bodo Glimt. Bitch, Bodo Glimt beat Olympiacos, which are the Conference League winners. They beat Lazio, who are Vic. They beat fucking Champions League finalists Inter Milan, even though Inter Milan were fucking ass and lost 5-0 in the Champions League final, by the way, which is bizarre to me. It means Dembele is probably gonna win the Ballon d'Or, which hurts my soul. But Bodo Glimt, bro, deserve respect, bro. I remember rooting for them when they were playing against Lazio, and they were in the penalty shootout, and I saw Berg miss his shot. I was like, what? But then I saw the goalkeeper save it right after, and I was like, yeah. So yeah, great team. Great fucking team. The Seattle Sounders, I gotta redo this again because they have a new badge, but this looks really fucking good. The Space Needle right here in the background, whoo! My dream home, bro. My dream home is to one day live in Seattle. Dead ass. New York Red Bulls. We're gonna see this logo a lot because there's the New York Red Bulls, there's the Red Bulls of Bragantino, there's the Red Bulls of Salzburg. Even though like Leipzig looks a little different, it's still Red Bull, baby. So get used to this fucking design. Botafogo. This wasn't in my list, by the way. This is just a request, but I knew how big of a team they were, so I decided to like just put in this fucking thing because there's a few soccer badges I've done as requests I didn't take a picture of because like maybe down the line I'll draw them. But as of right now, it's just kind of clean. Ostersund. Oh, look how good the fucking eel came out, bro. Oh my god. I remember like sketching the shit out, right? And I started from the top, from bottom to the top, because I wanted to get this shit done first. The black and red looks sick. Like this whole area, even before you get to the bird, is sick with the black and the red lines in the middle. OFK, 1996, baby. Then you actually get to the fucking eagle, bro. Look how good the feathers came out, bro. Like the face is alright, right? Like anyone can do this face. Like you just put a circle right here, a dot. So right here, dot, and you like add a little like diamond here in the middle, put a little dot around it. Yeah, you're good. That's a fucking head. This was so hard to do. Look how consistent like all the fucking shit came out. I'm so proud of it. This, the wings. This is like on levels of Tijuana's Choco Squinkle. Choco Squinkle. Cadiz. Like, this is what the drawing supposed like look like. And I was just sketching it. I remember seeing that he had like a black, like I think it was supposed to be like a silhouette. But it's funny to me that only his face has a silhouette, while the rest of the body is just chilling. He's like petting two lions. So recently the Desma was there, but I think he's not a River Plate. So yeah. Sparta Subotica. When I looked these guys up to tag them in the picture I put on Twitter, they didn't have a men's team, but they have a women's team. But I mean, they probably disbanded, I guess, because when I first made this list, they were in the top flight of Serbia, but not anymore. I'm pretty sure they probably like maybe disbanded. Mamelodi Sundowns, the best team in Africa at the moment. I think they just won the African Champions League, which is good for them. They've come out of nowhere because like for the longest time it was Kaiser Chiefs in Orlando City, fighting for Orlando Pirates. I mean, I'm sorry, fighting for the South African title every year. But now these guys just came in there fucking dominating the shit. I mean, they've been around for a while, but they finally put a lot of investment into like their coaching staff, their stadium, their fans, and you can tell because they're now the best team in Africa. Standard Liège, the gold kind of hold me here at the bottom, but I'm happy that for like the parts that actually matters, like in the actual badge, it looks pretty good. And Lech Poznan, I think this badge goes specifically like commemorating their 100-year anniversary, which is right here. Look how fucking the gold holds me, bro, every fucking time. Regardless, yeah, this looks really fucking good. I have so much more to show you guys, but unfortunately, I'm gonna give it a little break. I'm just trying to figure out how I would do this shit. Because slideshow. Okay, so I can't just okay Seattle. I'll just go over here real quick. 1914. Maybe here for a bit. Just a bunch of black. The stars look really good. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end it. Because there's so much. Like legit, if I go like again, if I exit out and just show you the sheer quantity. Like look at this. I could still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling, still scrolling. Bro, I'm still scrolling, bro. I'm not stopping. There we go. Like this is a time when you get to the point where like, oh shit, this guy has a lot of fucking drawings. But no, honestly, very happy for this. Very happy for like being able to have like the time to actually draw this shit and have fun with it. So maybe tomorrow I'll do this again. I'm just getting a little like I can tell like I'm starting to doze off. Whereas like at the beginning of this I was getting more detail in my drawings. Like I completely failed to like acknowledge that how hard it was to make these bulls look so good, right? And I kind of just glanced over it, and it's because I'm kind of like sleeping. Even like the hand, like I was like, look how good this hand looks. Like you gotta add the fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Dun, 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 take you higher. Like when they're all pointing at the sky. Yeah, yeah. Only Jordan's a bitch enough to know what that means. Regardless, I'll continue this next time. Do appreciate you for maybe taking the time because usually my videos don't do well, but I don't care. These are for me, not for anybody else. Making stuff my left toe. Regardless, appreciate you all. Bye bye.